Hello YouTube viewers, this is the second time I'm doing this because the first time I did it my voice wasn't recorded. Yay me. Okay, so first off, I want to apologize for the long absence. I had some things happen, medical, and I accidentally saved the VLP file, so I took a break because I was really angry with myself over that. Secondly, I want to apologize for the last video I did. There was 3 to 5 minutes where you could hear me, but you couldn't see what I was doing because I guess you get what you pay for, and OBS, which is free, is, I guess, not the best form of recording. So I am sorry for that. Okay, so I had to do everything over from the Fire Cavern, meaning I had to also do the Fire Cavern. So some things might be a little bit different, but I'm going to show you what those are right now. As you can see, Squall's HP is 2,945, which is because Quetzalcoatl basically has an HP junction, and if you set his magic auto to attack, it raises his HP because it puts Kiraga, the spell, into his HP, which makes it really makes it really powerful. Also, you can see that Selphie is a level or 2 higher than what she was when you first got her, and so is Zell. So I mean when I say that, it makes also the GFs, I got them to learn a few new abilities. Quetzalcoatl learned Card, which I will show off, and HPJ. He might have had HPJ already, but he learned Card, and I am now having him learn Card Mod, which needs 30 more AP to learn. Shiva learned Vitality 20, which I was having her learn, and she learned Ice Magic Refine, which I will also be showing off. Ifrit, I had Ifrit learn HPJ, and he is now learning Fire Magic Refine. And we also have Siren learning some stuff. So I had Siren learn Boost, of course, like I said I was going to. And right now she's only Move Fine, which, if you didn't hear or listen to what I was saying last time, basically it reveals hidden save and draw points, like it says. There are 3 on Balaam Garden. One is a Isuna, which is in the train tunnel. There's also a Blizzard on Discord 2, Cure on Discord 4, along the cliffs somewhere, and there is a Cure point. It looks like it's around 5K, but I'm not exactly sure where. There are a bunch of hidden draw points everywhere, and with Siren's Move Find ability, she can find them. They will be shown on screen if or if you are running along and you know where they are, you can kind of find them. So yeah, when she's done with that, I'm going to have her learn Life Magic Refine because it's extremely useful. I would have done that one first, except that this one takes 40 and the other 3 that I'm going to have alone only take 30, so I figured might as well get this one learned, get it out of the way. I will probably, after I get the Life Magic, Status Med, and Total Refinement learned, I will probably go for Status Defense J, which I'm going to go over here in a minute. yeah, so I'm gonna go over card real quickly. As you know, we have cards. We have Gizzard, which, Fungar, Brightbug, Redbat, Gala, Guessful, Fast, Itolon, F's, the fish, Caterpillar, and we have a T-Rexor. Now, some of you are thinking, wait a minute, didn't she lose that? Yes. When I showed off the card game the first time, but as I saved over that file by accident, I still have it, so yay. It's one of the most powerful cards you can have here if you are able to get it, and there's only 2 ways to get it, this only that I know of. The first way is to fight a T-Rexor and maybe it will drop. The second way is to learn the card ability and attempt to card him. Also, if you're using the wired Xbox controller to play the Steam version, because for some reason it does not recognize my PS3 remotes. Unfortunately, you actually have to have drivers for that. You don't have to for Xbox controllers, but you do for PlayStation controllers. I guess that's because Xbox is made by Microsoft, which generally makes computers and not gaming systems. Not that anybody who has an Xbox, Xbox One, or Xbox 360 has a bad gaming system, but I really like PlayStation myself. So, but Microsoft made computers first, not game systems. They came up with the Xbox to combat the PlayStation, actually, which is fine if that's what you have. I kind of had hiccups, so I apologize for that. So I am going to be showing off the card ability, but first to show you why Squall has such high HP. If you go into Junction, I'm going to do it with selfie so you guys can see. If you're in Junction, you have Junction, Off, Auto, and Ability. I don't know it. Off just moves everything as Junction, but as you can see, down here at the bottom of the screen, there is a box that says HP, STR, BIT, MAG, SPR, etc. These are her stats, and when you have things Junction, you can put things onto her stats. Now, you go here to Auto and pick any of these: Defense, Magic, Attack. If you put Attack, it puts Kiraga on, and it makes some sense. But like, say if you do, well, I guess everything. So, well, okay. So if you, once the HP J Junction is learned, you can set it her HP to anything, and anything you pick that's of the auto is going to be like that. But you can also go into your thing and pick. So let's say you put Fire there. Her HP is going to drop down to 659. Or if you put anything, Thunder there, it's going to be 655. Blizzara basically is going to do 757, same as Fiora, and Thundera is going to do 755. Blind's going to lower it back down to 658. Science, basically, Isuna is somewhere else, but if you put Isuna, it's going to be over 1,000. So, you can play around with it. If you want to, but your best bet is just to put your highest Cure Magic on there. Now, you probably see these little pictures that looks like sword people. Okay, so these are her status and elemental attacks and defense. Right now, you only have an elemental attack, and right now she has arrow on it. But let's say you do fire or Blizzara or Vera. they're going to be a little bit less because, you know, or if you do bio, no. If you do arrow right now is at 80. If you decide to put bio on it, that will give you a chance of inflicting poison on an enemy. And because bio is considered a second level spell, much like arrow is, and I don't know why arrow would be 80%, but bio is considered as maybe a second, third level spell, and because of that, it will give you a 100% chance of inflicting poison damage on an enemy. Basically, you have a 100% chance to poison them, but it's not going to work on some enemies. For example, the one enemies that poison you, it's probably not going to work. Like, some bite bugs later, or things that have poison abilities like Grand Mantis, which is a monster you'll probably fight later. So, yeah, these are elemental attacks. But, an arrow is a good spell. I'm going to go ahead and put it on bio because bio is much more effective. So, and then you have your status attack. Okay, so, status attack. What does that mean? Basically, any status ailments, berserk, sleep, I don't know if break's not there, but zombie, confuse. Anything that causes a status ailment like zombie, confusion, berserk, or sleep, even silence. Basically, it's going to have a 100% chance of inflicting that on the enemy. Basically, when Shelby hits an enemy, she's going to put him to sleep. Plain and simple. Okay, I've been talking for a long time now. I am sorry. Living gameplay, I know. Real quick. Status ailments, status defense. You want to Suna. It's going to hit you for everything but death, drain, and I believe that's gravity. I could be wrong, but I believe that's gravity. But you have 20% protection from, well, everything else. So, oh, that's why that did. Okay, well, yeah, we'll just do it ourselves. I'll just leave it like this. Yeah. So, also, we have 3 cottages down here. If you use them, you can use them on the world map, just like tents. But they refill your characters and your GFs, so they're very, very useful. You don't get a whole lot of them, especially early in the game. So you wanna save them when you really need them. They can only be used on world map. Now, another thing, selfie hits really, really hard right now, and I'm going to show you that. Oh, I want to do one other thing. I want to show off card, I believe. I'm going to take draw because I don't really need draw card. Okay. Go down here. I'm doing this because it's going to max out Simon's thing, and then I'll do a couple other things. This video might run long. A little bit. So, something that's really hard I'm going to show you right now. Normally she'd be doing she was doing a lot more damage earlier. So you usually have to lower muscles down a little bit to card them. Apparently it's not low enough. You have to weaken them, basically. And that's what happens. You will not get EXP for doing that. Selfie was really hitting really hard. Guess she's on defense now, so she's not hitting as hard as she was. Or attack now, so she's not hitting as hard as she was. But she's doing more damage than everybody else is right now. But yeah, for 29 you do not get EXP. You do, however, get AP. So Silent Lone move find ability. As always, when you have stolen ability, you go in and you have them learn something else. So as I said, I'm going to have her learn the Life Magic Refine. And change Selfie's back to what it was. You want to go into the Fire Cavern and turn some bombs into cards. The reason being is bombs like the 2X are some of the strongest cards you can get at this point in the game. They also, once you get card mod, they also turn into bomb fragments, which are very useful because I know they upgrade Selfie's weapon later in the game. It's really, and I have a really hard getting bomb fragments just like steel pipes. So it's nice to have an ability or that can turn something into a bomb fragment. So we're going to go do that real quick. There's also a bull in here, and mules are good cards too. But they're really hard to turn into cards because they're so weak. Basically you hit a mule once and it's down. It's out for the count. But if you use, say, fire magic on it, it won't die right away. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do fire. It's one of our lower spells. And then attempt card. They only have about 50-60 HP. So you really don't want to attack them with strong characters. Selfie's magic is also pretty strong, so you don't want to have her hit it. Zal's magic is not that strong, so he's a better choice. I guess he's more around 50-70 HP. There we go. And I'll be showing you guys that card here in a minute. So, you don't get EXP for it, but you do get AP. 1. Because that's what they're worth. So, Mules. They're a second level card. 6, 3, 2, 2. So they're not great, but if you can get them basically to the right or left side on the lowest tier of a triad card, and have a card that's not very high on their opposite side, that a lot of times you're not going to get a high number like 6 unless they have really good cards, and you'll win. And that's a really good card to use. I don't know what it mods into right off the bat. Oh, we wanted to get bombs. Sorry, I'm a little scattering because I've already done this once already, and it was very annoying. I found out my voice didn't record because I OBS reset all my settings, every last one. So I had to go in and reset, test, say okay, now everything's working. Yay! Bombs, Buell, red bats. Red bats again they're really weak to magic, and hits Yeah, see, she killed it right off the bat. Oh, it's gonna be stubborn. Yeah. I don't know how to attack this. She will kill it outright. Yay, bomb card! And I will show you what bomb card has too. And you'll see why they're such good cards. Other than why they turn into bomb fragments and modded. They are fourth level cards. 2, 3, 6, and 7. So if you can get them in the top left-hand corner of a tutorial board, you're going to be pretty well off. So I'm going to get one more of these while we're here. You can do this a little later, but you should just do it when you can. And don't worry about running into Ifrit again. You won't. It's not possible. Or it's possible, I suppose, but it doesn't happen. But I've never... Once you beat Ifrit, you don't have to worry about him again, really. Well, not right off the bat, anyway. You might have to worry about him later. I don't know for sure. Oh. Going. Well, I guess this is what you have to deal with. One more bomb. This is taking forever. Fire drop point, right over here, in case you don't remember. So I'm not talking a whole lot. So I'm hoping everybody has had a good couple months, with it being, weather being kind of, weird lately. It's been weird here. It's been hot, or really nice one day, then it's been kind of, cold and windy. Like today, it's kind of cold and windy. But lately it's been really nice. I've been able to open my window and get some air blowing through here. I closed it a little while ago because it looked like it was going to rain, or it sounded like it was raining already, and because my computer's right next to the window. Can't have that happening. I don't need my computer getting wet, because I do not have the money to fix it. So, E3 is also happening this week. For those of you who may not know what E3 is, some of you youngins might not know. E3 is a very, very large gaming convention that happens in Japan twice a year. Most conventions happen 1 year, but E3 is so big that they actually need 2 times a year to do everything they want to do. Now, I don't know about Battlefront, you know, Star Wars, you know, the new God of War game, or anything like that that's coming out. The only one I really care about, and I haven't heard anything about it yet, is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, I know some of you might be like, oh, it's been taking so long. Yeah, it has been taking so long, but what I am talking about is that Tetsuya, who is the father of Final Fantasy, last E3 he wanted to do something. I'm going to have him on Elemental Defense J. He wanted to do something last E3 that the higher ups in this company, like the presidents and things, wouldn't let him do. Last E3 he wanted to do a little 10 to 15 minute walkthrough of the beginning of Final Fantasy VII, the you know, with the reactor and things and show everybody new stuff. And they said no, that they didn't want him to do that. So we got 2 screenshots. And while the screenshots are pretty, you can't really tell what's going on in them. I mean, you know, people are wondering, you know, how are they going to do limit breaks with this real-time combat system? You know, especially Tifa's, because Tifa's was a little bit different than... Ooh, a vampire thing. Bang. It was a little bit different than everything else, you know? And she has that slot thing, so I want to know how they were going to incorporate that. And we won't find out because they said no. Go fig. So, because this was a short video, guys, I'm going to save it right here. And I'm going to save of this one, just in case. And then we'll go and check the video, and it will be posted later, and I'm going to do another one so we can get past some to the big stuff. Anyway, see you later, guys. Bye.